Hey, hey, happy Monday, fun day. Y'all, it is Monday, and I am jumping on my live because I am grateful to be able to jump on live. Woke up today with the air in my breath in my air, in my lungs, something like that. Well, welcome to my live today. I hope that you had a good weekend. I hope that you had a good weekend. I for sure did. Got to spend some family time, which is always fulfilling to me. Like I always tell my kids, like as they are becoming adults, they're not kids. So what do we call our adult kids? Our adult children, our adult sons and daughters. And I got to spend some time with my adult sons and daughter and one of my daughters, and it was a good time. It was a good time. As you know, if you've been watching me for the last few days, I had my baby granddaughter for a little bit. So, in doing that, it was a good joy because it actually gives me some material or some content that I need to finish up a book, an ebook about working from home and having children at home when you work from home. It's not an easy task. Some people think, oh, I'm going to work from home, it's going to be so easy, I'm going to get this because I don't have to go anywhere. But I'll be honest to say that if you've not worked from home, it does take a level of discipline that you have to prepare yourself for. And if you have children, then kudos to you because it's really not an easy task to be able to manage the day of a toddler and then also manage your workday. So there is some things there to figure out. So I was able to put together a schedule, and I'm working on creating an ebook based on being able to do that. So very grateful. So shout out to Baby for helping, for motivating Grammy in a space where I can continue to create streams of income. So just very excited about that. We just got off our call, our accountability call today. So I wanted to jump here and go live. My name is Shannon, and I am known as Shay, Conversations with Shay here on Faith Over Fear. Maybe you've had a chance to listen to some of my wonderful, inspiring, motivational conversations that are on the page. I hope that you can check in there and check some of those out. Maybe you were someone who was featured in one of those conversations. And I just have to say thank you again because really inspired me to keep going. I had about 28 conversations with people who were developing, creating, cultivating a new lifestyle for themselves, whether it been singing or dancing or creating a business platform or building, doing movies, skits, all of these different inspirational people stopped by on Faith Over Fear. Even had some people with challenges, illnesses that they overcame, and just their inspirational strength, their story. They're all over there, guys. So if you haven't yet and you want to be inspired, you're thinking about starting your own business, you're thinking about singing and getting a career off the ground. I have some people over there who Letitia Walker, shout out to Letitia Walker, who is like a classical singer, and she stopped by on Faith Over Fear to tell us how to get started. If you have songs already written, you have music already out there. Her video is very empowering if you're thinking about getting your own business, doing music up and running. So she has some really good gems on there to do that. So check out Letitia Walker over there on Faith Over Fear. Just click it. And so today I just wanted to jump on. Like I said, we just wrapped up our accountability call. I think, I'm in this journey now. I know that smart people have mentors, successful people have coaches. And so also what I'm learning is that people who want to be successful have accountability teams, accountability partners, people who are going to push you, not just your yes people, people who make you feel good, but people who are going to make you answer some questions like, did you stick to your goals this week? And it's not a game. So we have an accountability group. We are called Rise Up, Level Up. And we meet every day during the week, Monday through Friday, 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. That meeting runs about an hour. And if you're someone who needs an accountability team or some accountability partners, accountability push, then we are available to have you join our call. It is a free call. Like I said, we jump on for about an hour and we invite people to join us, to jump on with us. We set goals, we do training, we do some trainings on social media content. We do some auditing on our social media content, see where we're finding value, maybe where we're losing interest and things like that, so that we can be better. We do, and we're actually going to tie in some metrics. So if you have your own business, if you've already started your own business, maybe you bought one of these online digital businesses and now you really don't know what else to do with it. So you bought the business in a box and it's just kind of sitting in the box. That's what this is. The investment is low, so people can jump in and think, oh, I got this low investment. And then you kind of like wasted your investment because you're not doing anything with it. So that's what we do. We join each other forces together and we really hold each other accountable to getting our business to the next level. And so that's working. I'm here to say, like, having accountability people, accountability partners in your life is essential. So one of the things that I wanted to go live today was I was today when after our call. So this week in our actual business, in our digital marketing platform, in the system, the programs that we own, um, one of the things that we have been in the last 19 days was our mentor has been coaching us and giving us some coachability or some coachable activities to do and complete. So when we look at day 19, Michelle has dropped, she's our millionaire mentor. She has dropped some really good resources and gems to be able to build our content, like get our content better, like work on all the things to build our business. And going live is one of those things that really is can put you in a different, it can really spin you and pivot you into a situation where now you're at the next level, right? So now you are getting to the next level to be able to rise up and level up, you know. So we're watching people build $1 million dreams, six-figure incomes, working 2 hours a day, being creative, being able to spend more time with your family, and being able to make memories and build content while you're having fun. Like I said, this weekend was a really good time for myself as well, I'm in my 50s, I'm thriving in my 50s, and so I look forward to spending the good times with my adult sons and daughters. That looks like, when you're a young mom raising kids, a lot of that can be a little it could be a little tight, right? It could be not so much fun, right? I was that mom that was always like, I'm not going to be the friend mom. I was goofy, tried to be cool sometimes, but for the most part, I was was trying to raise good people. I was trying to raise strong people. I knew that that eventually that my small children would become adults. So it was very important to me to not be the friend and to kind of more be in charge of what it was that they were going to be able to, where they were going to find themselves in life. So that part wasn't fun. A lot of times it wasn't fun. We did have some good times, but a lot of times it was me all the way, all the time in mom mode. And so now I get to have fun with the people who are, I watch them and I'm proud to sit in the room with them because I watch them and I am actually now inspired by each one of their walk, their journey. Just watching what they do. We have one daughter who bought a home and it's a beautiful home with her family. We have a daughter who is working full time and at home with the baby, but also doing her own business where she's a seamstress and creating beautiful clothes. We have a son who is, um, you know, working and building, designing sets, and really picked up tools with his hands about 4 years ago, and now has really made a way for himself. His story is over there in the Faith Over Fear conversations about how do you just go from not wanting to work a 9 to 5 and how do you build your own life when you really don't know what it is that you want to do, and then you pick up some tools and you get a mentor and they show you and they give you some good experience. And now that experience has led you into being able to design your own days, design your own time, and create wealth. And very inspiring. And then we also have a son who just bought a new car, worked his way up, didn't really know how he was going to do that or if he would be able to do that in a short amount of time. And within 2 months, bought a new car, a nice car too. So just celebrating that. And we have a daughter who is still in New York, still thriving and taking care of two babies, and we got her coming to visit soon. So just some good, exciting times with these young adults. So I like to spend time with them, and I do already look forward to our visit with our daughter, who we don't get to see enough of, who will be coming next month. So I'm going to hopefully get some good content, being in the mix on the floor with the grandbabies. One of the grandbabies I haven't even met yet, so we're really excited about that. So anyway, I just say all that to say, being in that space and you know, is a different feeling now. It's a different feeling now to just have that harmony and peace and not have to. And now I'm getting out of the thing where I have to be in mom mode at all. So I want to just show up and be my authentic self and not try to fix things or try to say this is what you should do. Just be in the space and enjoy their company and allow them to enjoy my company, because I'm not getting any younger, but I am getting more seasoned, and they celebrate me and lift me up. And so for that, I just am so grateful. So I wanted to jump on today to kind of look back about, if you're thinking about starting your own business, right? It could be scary. We just had our accountability call, and one of the things that we're going to adopt into the way we run our businesses is that we are going to add a metric um, worksheet that is going to be able to say how much content did you create today, what goal did you set yesterday, did you stick to that goal yesterday, yes or no, no, that's it, yes or no, um, you know how much of our what we learned did we pour out, did we share with other people, how much did we really go and try to bless someone with business ownership. um, and so that's what we're uh, kind of like incorporating into our days. And it's scary when you're doing something at first for the first time. And now you have to be accountable. Like, are you where you need to be? And why aren't you where you need to be? A lot of times we just talk ourselves out of not being where we're supposed to be by making excuses. And sometimes it's by self sabotage. That's really, really tricky. So, you know, being able to look at the process, being able to look at the goals in your face and know that, I did everything that I could do to be my best yesterday. Or if we're being honest, I could have done more, right? Are we being ordinary or are we being extraordinary with our time? So that's kind of where we are. And then I got to thinking about there were so many there were so many ways that people created wealth even before like the internet. So it got me to thinking, like, what about the folks who went live before there was ever a situation to be able to go live? And what I mean there is the internet wasn't always here, right? So when people went live, they had to kind of get in the same space. They went live in person. So I thought about that. Going live has, and we know in this business, when we see the people who are being the most successful, it's the people who are going live. Going live is one of the more uncomfortable things that we have to do. One of the things that really pushes us out of our comfort zone is really going live, because a lot of people don't like to speak publicly. It's also meeting new people and having accountability people to tell you this you're doing great, but this you can do more of. Sometimes people have that fear of not really wanting to be in that space. But here we are. These are the things that make you the most accountable, that make you the most successful, getting your mentor, having your coaches, going live, mixing it up with like-minded people who are going to push you out of your comfort zone. And that's what I was thinking about today after our call. Like, how do you level up? Even before the internet was developed, a live session meant, like I said, going before people. But the end result is now that I have an online business because of the big dreamers who went live in person in their garage. I sat with that for a moment. It just made me think, when you're starting a business, I'm in the beginning phases, less than a year of starting my new business, and actually less than 6 months of starting my new business. And it's going. And when I sit here and think about being able to connect with people all over the nation, even internationally, I'm able to do that because someone had a big moment, a big thought, and they sat for a moment with that, with like-minded people, and created the internet, right? Created the internet, created the ways that we find resources, to create Google and all of the things, Microsoft, all of these things were created. Most of these things were created in a garage. So the internet is now our garage. And the way many of the success stories we hear, at least in the United States, are based on thought provoking conversations with people who most of the time were at their wits' end. Like, I can't do this anymore. Like, I'm giving up. Like, the job, the people are getting on my last nerve. I can't. There's always that one person at the job that just is driving me bananas. I can't work another weekend. Like, I'm doing childcare and I'm doing rent and I'm doing car note and I'm doing insurance and I need more. Like, people are no, I can't take this anymore. They fired me. They're downsized the company and now I don't have a job. I can't find a job. The job I found is not paying me my worth. I have these degrees over here and I'm not utilizing them and I still owe money. Um, all the things, even saying those things gets me exhausted. Um, but it doesn't have to be like that, right? So these are the people who got to their wits' end. They had a big dream, a big idea, and they got to the biggest moment in their lives where they said, I can either make something different out of my life starting today, or I can just continue in this hamster wheel until I burn myself out and never take vacations and I never get to enjoy life. I'm always the one saying I can't go, I can't be involved, I can't do because dot. Either my funds are messed up or I can't find someone to help me get to the next level. I'm here to tell you that it's easier than you think. It's easier than you think to sit in the garage space where you just have to find your people. And you're not going to find those people on that hamster wheel. If you're on that hamster wheel, sometimes you have to get off, take a moment, and develop some time for yourself. Like if you're working right now 9 to 5, that Monday morning by 8 o'clock, you have to be at your desk, clocked in, ready to work, or 8:05 if you're running late, like I most of the times did when I had a corporate job, only because getting to work, that was that self-sabotage. I could never get there right on time, but I wouldn't always be the first one to run out. But most times, especially in the last parts of my working 9 to 5 for corporate, it always felt like I spent more than half of my day thinking about what I could be doing for myself. I spent most of half of my time at work working for someone else, thinking about how I can create a business. I would get the story of the person who I was working for and be like so inspired by this story. And then I'd be showing up for their dream. So, and saying all that, I'm saying creating an online business is easy. That's the easy part. The investment in the business, the digital system that I own, that I only paid for one time, right? It's not, there's no monthly fees, there's no annual fees. You pay for it one time and then you start to create your online business working from home in 2 hours a day. At first I'm working more than 2 hours a day, maybe some days 4 hours a day, but it's not 8 hours a day. And it's because I'm still trying to get to the point where I'm setting the goals for myself. I could do it in 2 hours a day, but sometimes it can get sidetracked or start doing other things that are not generating wealth, that are not my money creating activities for the day. So my wealth activities need to trump me being able to go in there, do that load of laundry, fold that load of laundry up. Because if I was sitting at somebody else's office, I wouldn't be able to do that. I'd have to come in and do all of the wealth activities first, do all of the things that are going to get me a paycheck on Friday. I would have to do those things first and then come home and do my laundry, start making dinner, start doing other things that, that I was thinking about. Oh, let me go out here and sweep the front porch. Those things have to be after my workday. So I could do the 2 hour workday. I just have to focus, right? And it is all about being consistent. That's another thing that the conversations with Shay, faith over fear, a lot of the um, gems, a lot of the brilliant minds that I was able and blessed and fortunate enough to get to meet with and speak to, a lot of them really talked about being committed and staying committed, right? I know I talk a lot about being path driven, staying on your path. And what I found by really like truth and honesty, what I found, I guess it's a scientific fact. Like if you stay consistent, committed for 1 year, that it brings you to the next level on your path. And if you stay consistent, committed for 2 years, it always gets you to here. And I'm at my 2 year mark on faith over fear. And look, now I'm incorporating how to thrive and get wealth in the digital market platform. There is money here for everybody to eat. When I speak in our accountability groups, and maybe we may watch an inspirational video from a brilliant person with a billion followers, and they are generating wealth, they're monetizing their YouTube channel, they're doing all the things to create the wealth of what they set out to do. And it's not all about money, but hey, it's not about money. So being able to have that life, that freedom, that time freedom, the financial freedom, to not have to look at price tags, to not be in the store going, am I going to have to put this pack of meat back because I need toilet paper this week? Or am I going to be trying to decide whether I'm filling up my gas tank or if I'm buying these groceries this week? Or am I going to have to put money aside for the end of the month to be able to go out to dinner with my friends just once a month, or go do something that's considered some type of entertainment? Can I book this trip? Can I go on this trip weekend, next state over? Or can I take this flight out of the country? Like, this is where you don't want to be. This is where this was my wits end when I was like in my garage moment, right? I was in my garage moment thinking this company laid me off, and this wasn't even a company where I was making the type of money that I was used to making, but it was decent. It was decent enough for me to not have to leave the house. I worked from home. I had everything I needed from home. And I made the money that I needed to be able to live the life, to live a life that was sustainable for me and my husband, right? So I was able to pull my weight. I have my big bills to pay each month. I was able to do that with no problem. And then boom, one day, but we were blessed because when we were told that your time here is over, we don't need our whole department closed down. But in the corporation, it was a staffing firm for clinical workers. Right? You never think you're going to get laid off from a staffing firm for clinicians, because these are the people who were putting them to work every day, and we had a big part of getting them in the door. We did their onboarding, so we did their employment verification checks. We, made sure they got out to get their background test, their background, or we sent out the background check, got them scheduled to be able to go and take their testing, their screenings, whatever it is that they needed to do to get in the door. We did that. And then all of a sudden we didn't have a job anymore. But in the company, they were laying people off like every Monday. Like I was hearing like every Monday people were getting laid off. And at one time they laid off 150 people. One day they came in, boom, slammed them. No more weekly income at this particular job because the time was over. But they at least gave us a couple of months. I think it was like we had a month to prepare to get ready to leave out the door. But so I was grateful for that. It worked out. And so here I am again at this place, but with more tools now, and in my garage moment, back in my garage moment. But this time, giving up is not an option. And this time, I actually own a system, a product that helps It's helping me get better. If you've been following me and over the last 3 months, you're watching my content getting better. You're watching my lighting getting better. You're watching my what I'm talking about becoming more valuable for someone out there who's thinking that they cannot do it. Like, I can't do it. I don't have the time. I don't have the money. The investment in the business that I invested in myself cost less than $1,000. It was $900. The Legacy Builder program is $900 to invest in, and I paid it off in 4 installments, right? So I didn't even have to come in with the $900. So telling myself, oh, I don't have the money to do that, it's that self-sabotage. When you can do it. I did it, and I did it in 4 monthly installments. So instead of having to you know, dump out the $900 right at once, I had the opportunity to do that in 4 installments, and everybody has that same opportunity. And then I got in with the $900 system, the $900 program that is teaching me, oh, so much goodness about running a business, about being accountable. We have $1 million blueprint laid out by our mentor. We have weekly coachings. There's free webinars that we can invite people to. In fact, if you are interested in coming to one of our free webinars, just drop free in the chat, and I'll make sure that you get the link to our upcoming webinar. Um, oh boy, there's just so much wealth in this program that was the best $900 that I spent. All right, and the website comes with it. It's already ready to go. So I always say, like, our millionaire mentor, she made $1 million in 17 months, right? She gives the blueprint. But if you're not following the blueprint, then but I'm just getting to the point where following the blueprint to the T, going live, like doing the things, like not making excuses, and to get to where someone gives you a blueprint to get to where they are. You can get further than they are because they gave you their blood, sweat, and their tears. And the only thing that I have to pour in is my time, maybe some tears if I get a little frustrated, or if I give up on myself, right? I'm not giving up on myself, because I know that in this online industry, in this online space, the creator economy is huge. It's $1 trillion. It is projected to be $1 trillion a day business. And I brought this up a few minutes ago, and I know I jump all over the place, and I'm super excited and passionate. When you're talking about something you're passionate about, that sometimes happens. But when we talk about the space of being able to create your own space, like, and develop your own product, like, out of it, um the joy in that is having the blueprint to go off of. So I'm really grateful for that. It comes everything you need to get started with your online business is already there for you, right? You're seeing all these people doing online business, and you're thinking, there's no way. They're doing it. They're doing it. Everybody's doing it. There's money to be made for everybody out here in this space. When we're in our accountability group, that's what I was saying. And I might say, hey, listen, do you guys know about somebody who's a mentor in my head? I've been listening to this person. There's the people who got started in online business who now we're all following. We all want to get a moment in time with them. Les Brown, Tony Robbins, Lisa Nichols, Mary Morissette, Jim Rohn. Like, there's so many people that we want to get in their space, and they all had a day one. They are not who they were the first day they did it. And when we're in our accountability group, I might say, hey, listen, did you hear the message? And they'll be like, I don't even know who that person is. Right? I'm like, wait, what? How could you not know? And then they'll ask me, did you hear something from Mark or whoever? And I'm like, I don't know who that is. And it's just like, that is the telling, that's the evidence that there is so much, that the online space is huge. It's like the size of the universe, the size of the ocean. You get in the ocean, you're never going to see the end. You look at above the skies into the space of the universe that is created by our same creator, you're never going to see the last star, right? Even you look up, if I go outside right now and I watch a plane flying past, I'm going to see that plane for just a few seconds. That's how vast this space is. So there is a space in here for everyone. There's whatever your niche is, whatever you're good at, whatever you know about, whatever you know how to cook, whatever you know how to, you know, do something that somebody else needs. YouTube is the biggest place right now that people are seeking solutions. And so here I am to tell you, if you're seeking a solution about starting your own business, you can get started today. I started with $900 program with a website that's already set up for me. It's already set up for you. The website is a beautiful website. You can see my website by signing up with your email. Just go to my website, which is www.amillionairestatusvision.com. You can go to my website and you can be able to see that's exactly what you get. That's the website. So I didn't have to set up the website, do put the links in, make it so when someone purchases on my website that it goes directly to my PayPal, or it goes directly to my Cash App even, or it goes directly to my Square. I don't have to do anything of that. It's already set up. What I do have to do though is link it to me, like make it personalized for me so that it has somewhere to go. So I had to go in and make sure that if somebody clicks I'm interested in the $900 system, the program, yeah, I want it. It's a no-brainer for me. I've tried all the other things, the jewelry, the this, where I'm getting 30%. I want 100% of what it is that I sell, this product, this system, this thing that's going to get me to my next level in business. And not only me, it's going to help people get to their next level in business, because this is what this is all about, right? It's really a blessing. So in doing that, I went in, I added personalized pictures of me, right? Because it's not going to help me to have pictures of my mentor who set the website up for me with her pictures, right? The people want to see me. They want to know that what I'm saying is the truth. They're going to want to know that I'm not just out here faking jacks and faking moves, that the moves that I'm making, the trips that I'm taking, the income that I'm getting back, the foundation that's being set before me, the fundamentals that are being taught and learned, the fun that I'm having, that it's real. So I wanted to make it my own. So you have to do that. Again, you have to work. This is not a business that we buy and then boom, overnight, it's a magic trick. I have to now put in the time and the energy that I gave when I went to that office and I sat in that seat from 9 to 5, or sometimes 9 to 6 for me, sometimes 9 to 7, because I was one of those type of people too. Like I can't just get started. It takes me all afternoon to get started. So if you're like me, put a smiley face in the chat. Like I could go to work at 9, but I'm not gonna get start working until about 11 o'clock. I don't know what it was. I'm gonna be chatting. I'm gonna be looking at my Facebook. I'm gonna be doing all this other stuff, and I'm not really going to get started to about 11, or sometimes even after lunch. So when I would get started, I would work my time and then I would get off late. Like I said, I wasn't the first person in the door, but I was always never the first person out either. And a lot of that was me at work, scrolling on Facebook, scrolling on Instagram, seeing what everybody else is doing, and just spending a lot of time. I say spending, but I really should say wasting a lot of time scrolling for free, right? Just watching people, always giving somebody some type of inspiration, always giving somebody a prayer, always pouring into somebody something, just watching their story. So that's what I did a lot of, and that was all for free. So now I have the opportunity to post and monetize my time and my scrolls. And so it's funny when I think back, but I know there's somebody listening going, dang, she's talking about me. Like I'm at the job all the time. I'm at the job just scrolling for free. So that to me is funny. But I just wanted to say that when we think about being in that garage moment where I am today, um, the people who were at their wits end and just doing that one last thing, like giving a shot to an idea, usually it's far-fetched, right? That's where I am. Like I'm at my wits end with looking for a job and getting the job and being excited for the job for the first couple of weeks, and then being like, oh, these people, being all like that. And this is far fetched. Are you really going to make $1 million in less than a year online? Yeah. Yeah. Because I'm building my way with like-minded people holding me accountable. I'm getting mentoring and coaching, and I'm being coachable. That's also key. I'm not only getting the stuff just because it feels good to be in the community, but I'm also in that community, taking the gems, doing the things that I need to do that looks like the blueprint that's making people wealthy. Here's a list of people that I'm not sure if you even knew started in their garage moments. And I wanted to just share a couple of those with you. So when we look back at people who had their garage moments, right? I'm in my garage moment. There are a surprising number of multi-million-dollar companies that started from their garage or a garage space or just in a live moment at a coffee shop. I know Southwest started like two people shared the seat on the plane and wrote the vision on a napkin. There's so many articles like that. The 7 of them that started in those types of moments were Dell, and maybe many of you are on your Dell laptops or computers, Hewlett Packard, Lotus Cars, Facebook, YouTube, even YouTube. These the companies that I just named are world famous. I'm talking about global, and they started out most of them in someone's garage. So when I say that this is doable because you can do it, I want you to believe that. I want you to believe that about yourself. And I want you to know that not only because they did it, but because now this is showing, this is evidence that it can be done, right? So I wanted to talk about Yankee Candle because Yankee is another one. And the story on Yankee Candle is on Christmas in 1969, a 16-year-old named Mike. You can look a story up, Mike Kittredge. He was too broke to buy his mom a present, a gift, right? For a Christmas gift. A lot of people go all out Christmas. And we know that we're coming up now on this gift giving time. What better way to start your own business, to make your own money, even if you have a 9 to 5, but to have that extra money to just go off and buy people gifts that you want to be able to bless, or that you want to show that, show that you want to give a gift. If it's an extravagant gift or a trinket, whatever, that you can do that. But anyway, Mike wanted to give his mom a gift and he didn't have the money to do it. So what did Mike do? He melted some crayons and he made her a candle. Then he showed it to someone, right? Somebody, probably an accountability person. In this case, it was Mike's neighbor. And Mike's neighbor was blown away like, Mike, I know you lying. I know you didn't just make a whole candle out of some crayons. And with that small stake, Mike's neighbor said, I want one too. So he bought enough wax to make 2 candles, one for his mom and the other one to sell. And if you didn't know it, that is the birth of Yankee Candle. So with that being said, that inspired me. I don't know about you, but that inspired me. So I wanted to take a look at people, their thoughts, really, not even the people. It's not even about Mike. It's about Mike's mind. Like Mike was like, I'm getting my mom a gift. Mike found some crayons, y'all. Mike found the crayons. Mike found the money to go get some extra wax. Mike found it because he was at his wit's end. You will find it if you want it. If you want to do it, you will find it. I guarantee you. I started at the $900 program. My system cost me $900, but there's a $600 system. There's a $300 system, and y'all not ready for this. There's a $100 system that you can invest right now and have your own business tomorrow. But having your own business, that's just the words. To be able to be accountable, to make that $100 business work for you. That's how excited I get. Because that is how real this is. And doing that, like I said, you get the full website. The website is an additional admin fee. An additional admin fee. I want to make sure I'm telling you right and telling you truth. The $900 is the program I got in at, but there's a 100, 300, 600, right? In all four of those, there's one admin fee to get you your website. It costs $29 for the website. Now, I don't know where you can go and get a full website already created for you, already with all the things ready to roll, ready to go the same day you're popping out, you ready. I don't know where else you could get a website for $29, but in my business you can, and you will, and you can, and you will, and you did, and I did. And then you just customize it because you got to work. So I had to go work, make the website my own, build it up. And then you get started. But here's another thing. There's an automated system that I own with my business. And the company that we use is also an affiliate. So now I'm an affiliate for the program that runs my business, and I can make money there too. And the first 13 letters that went out to my business were the 13 letters that Michelle provides with her blood, sweat, and tears that come with my business. So now I got the business, it's automated, and all I'm just shooting those letters out because it comes with the business. I just had to put my name, take her name out, delete her name, put my name in my first 13 letters. You gotta pray a special blessing over a mind like that. And there's no gatekeeping. So she shared this that didn't make us buy it. Well, you gotta pay an extra for no. We got the website for $29, which was the investment on top of the investment to get your system, your program that you own. That at the bottom where it's trademarked is my name, is my full name, because it's mine. Whatever I do with this is what it's going to do back for me. So the investment is under $1,000. The opportunities are endless. And these fundamentals, foundation is priceless. The very thing that I jumped on today was to talk about those garage moments. If you're in your garage moment, if you're in your time where you just got laid off or you need something more, you just need more. And in 2 years, the internet is going to be where really people are making their money. Get your business now. While it's $1,000, less than $1,000, because you know that the more people do a thing, the higher rates, once you get, we know this. It's economic science. So today I just wanted to take a look at people who were like me in a garage moment, in a moment of time, or in a kitchen moment, or in a basement moment, or in a car moment, or in that moment that you just got to your wits end. Like, I want more. I want more. Like I could be holding up a picket sign, running up and down my street right now. Like, I want it more. I want it more. I want it more. And now I have more. And I want to make sure everybody is on this journey with me. The very thing that all the people in the stories that I just shared, including myself, is that they stayed committed. They stayed committed. They stayed path driven. They created an accountability team. They had some people with them that got together with them, and they thought the same way, and they inspired each other, and they called each other on their times that they weren't pushing themselves enough. That these people and myself has a mentor, a coach. They're following somebody's blueprint. And they followed a leader somewhere in life. We've been told, don't be a follower. They followed a good leader. And they threw caution to the wind. And now they, just like me, is the evidence that to get to the big moments in life, you have to first walk by faith and not by sight. And I'm going to tell you, it's a biblical promise, a birthright. The phrase walk by faith and not by sight comes from 2 Corinthians 5:7. And it emphasizes the importance of trusting in faith rather than relying solely on what can be seen or understood. It suggests that believers should have confidence in their spiritual journey, even when faced with uncertainties or other people's chatter or old familiar things of I can't, or it can't happen for me. It can never happen for me, or self-sabotage. You can do this. You can do this. I'm sure that even in every person's thoughts that we just talked about, including my own, that there are some fear moments, some doubt, and again, some chatter that could cost me right now in this moment the opportunity to go from ordinary to extraordinary. There are some things that can stop, put a halt, but giving up is not an option. And if you're there too, type I am winning. And you can go to my website and see the program www.amillionairestatusvision.com. Millionairestatusvision.com. When I was coming up with that name, that's the other thing. You have to go to, of course, you got to go get your domain. There's things you have to do in your business. You just don't get a business and just think that I'm just going to give you something. And if that were the case, everybody be doing it. But you have to get your domain. Yeah, you have to do that. Well, no matter what business you have to get. That you have to go. You have to make it up. You got to think what it is. You got to go. You got to pay for your domain. I pay for my professional email because it's an investment in my own business, and it's all less than $10 a month, right? But it's not even about that, right? I'm not going to stop talking about how much it is a month. It's priceless to me. Giving up is not an option, and you're there. You are there. You're there. You're there. You're there. You're there. If you've been praying for a moment, you've been praying for a sign. I'm telling you right now, this is it. So, thinking about starting your own business, join me as my online business is growing, as the global online space is becoming a $1 trillion a day space. Now is the time. Stop scrolling for free. You can follow me. You can stay connected. You can stay encouraged. You can stay inspired. And let's get this mogul money, right? I'm rich grandma. I'm rich Grammy. Let's get the rich auntie. Come on, let's do it. We can do it. You can do it. I'm doing it. You can do it. Let's show the world how we create wealth in and on purpose. We hear a lot about generational setbacks. We don't talk enough about generational ups. Let's set up, let's rise up, let's level up. You can do this. I'm here to tell you that you can do this. So I want you to stay encouraged. I want you to keep becoming. I want you to listen to this over and over again. Anytime you think like, I don't know what my niche is, I don't even know what I'm supposed to be doing, Shannon, like how do I figure that part out? Stay connected. I'm going to show you how. Let me show you how, because I was there. I don't know what my thing is. I can sit in a room full of people and encourage the whole room. And then I can walk away feeling full because I encouraged them. That makes me feel full. What's your thing? I'm an encourager. Now, I want to encourage you to start your own business, start your online business, whether it's my business or whatever business. But you can join my accountability group with like-minded people that are going to push you out to be able to level up and rise up to your best time, and then be able to sit from a seat and tell somebody you can do this too. So anyway, I just wanted to jump on. I wanted to celebrate that garage moment with you, and I wanted to encourage you. Now you can get started today. You can get started today. www.amillionairestatusvision.com. Put the A. Don't forget the A. amillionairestatusvision.com. And people say, why is it so long? Because when I was creating my domain name, that's the domain name I came up with. And I want to be able to type a millionaire status vision. I want to type those words, a millionaire. I want to type vision. I want to type those words. The more I see those words, it don't seem long to me anymore, because I am faith over fear, and I am a millionaire status vision, and I am becoming. Why don't you come with me? Listen, be great, be excellent, be safe, and keep becoming. Let me show you how.